About the piano? Okay.
Coordinated with everybody, so that we're not, yeah, so we're just doing one.
It's a very, very large department store. It's like fuck you.
Have massaging going on here.
He will be embarrassed.
Ano nga eh, may seminar nga ako ngayon sa...
Before they do the presentation, is they're gonna come up twice?
No, just once.
Okay, so they're gonna come during the awards to hand out the certificate. Right.
So the other two with her.
Okay, so that's Olive and who?
These three.
Okay. So them, and then that's the only time they're coming up.
Yes,
Okay.
that's it.
For the James group.
So I want you to walk in because it's easier for you to go that way, up on stage. Okay?
Yung mga regular TV. But
A mic stand, unless you want to actually go ahead and take it and prepare it numbered, okay? Sorry. Mic 4. So then Margie introduces the teachers, and then Deanna and mic 4. Sunny, you're gonna hand, during that time, you're gonna hand it to the second soloist, to the last person. Okay, perfect. And then curtain call, that's really, I just did it as a guideline. Okay, however you guys wanna do curtain call, I just did it that way, just to give you an idea.
Mark's gonna start this one.
We're representing the Latin chamber.
Will be an answer. I can ask him to do a.
Have them come first, they'll have time to get
I hear something, but it's very verbal.
Yummy. Is yum for my tongue? Pengi petito. Yung sa lumpia. Serving. Serving spoon for. Ang dyan meron. Go ahead.
when we do the curtain call?
Can you proceed with the front?
Sa front.
national anthem will be played right after. Thank you.
Rosita Lee.
Let us prepare ourselves to be in the presence of the Lord. Heavenly Father, we come before you with joy in our hearts, joyous because we have the breath for making this production, Father, that we are reminded of the talents and the creativity of the Filipinos, Father, especially of the film directors and the filmmakers. We thank you, Father, for life. Love us, and thank you for loving us. We pray for this production tonight, for its success, that others might know about the talents.
For the night, the show's executive producer, Ms. Margie Gonzalez. Please give her a big hand.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Tonight, we are celebrating Philippine Independence Day. Actually, this entire month of June. Tonight is the first night, the first event of the Filipino community celebrating this occasion. You know, I'm not by myself tonight. I'm not emceeing just by myself. I have somebody else with me, okay? And I want you to prepare your cameras because this is the first time you're gonna see both of us on stage emceeing. First time that you're gonna see us together emceeing. I see his wife. I know his wife's here. Hi, Jen. I'm borrowing your husband tonight. Okay, you see Jen and my co-MC, very happily married people. Jen is happy and he is married. So they're happily married. Okay. So, let me now call on stage my co-MC, Sunny Binuya.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much, and welcome to the very first Filipino Short Film Festival here in Las Vegas. Margie, thank you so much for asking me to be your co-host and MC. I am truly honored to be here. Now, before we start our festivities, let me ask the audience one question. Have you guys heard of Modesto Larry Dulay Itliang? And be honest, raise your hand if you've heard of him. Wow, okay.
All of this, like maybe 5.
It's okay, I'm guilty of that too. Actually, I didn't know. So Margie, why don't you call somebody who can tell us about him?
Yes. So, Larry Itliang represents unity and labor. He's a Filipino hero in American history. So somebody will tell us all about him. So let me call on somebody who represents labor because she's with APALA. So let me call Gloria Kawili on stage and tell you who Larry Itliang is.
Thank you very much, Margie. Thank you, Sonny. You know, I was behind the curtain when he asked how many knew of Larry Itliang. And I'm really curious, how many?
5.
The rest of you can leave. You know? But I know you want to stay because you're very curious now to know about this wonderful man. But before I go there, I want to thank the folks that put this evening together. You know, it's wonderful. It's wonderful for us to celebrate and be proud of who we are. So give them a big hand, please. Fil-Am is an honor. It was him who inspired us, folks in the labor movement, and who motivated us to create a wonderful organization called the Asian Pacific American Labor Alliance, APALA, in the AFL-CIO. You know, to make sure that the House of Labor knew who we were, understand the issues that affected us, and fought with us to make sure those issues were answered. Brother Edliong is a Filipino-American labor organizer. He organized the agricultural workers starting in the 1930s and rose to national prominence in 1965 when he and Philip Veracruz and Pete Velasco took the bold steps actually of walking off the farm area table grape growers, demanding wages to be equal to what was given with workers in the federal government. They wanted the federal minimum wage. That became known as... Give the lady a big round of applause. It became known as the famous Delano grape strike. You know, this has been described as, he has been described as one of the fathers in the West Coast of the labor movement. He is actually the father of the labor movement and a key figure in the Asian Pacific Islander American movement. You know, much is to learn about this Filipino-American. He was born in San Nicolas in the Philippines. He immigrated. You are from San Nicolas. You should have known him before this. He immigrated to the United States in 1929. He was 15. 5 years later, he joined his first strike. He spoke multiple dialects of the Philippines. He spoke Spanish, Cantonese, and Japanese. He knew he had to teach himself law so that in every step that he did to help the workers, he was protected. He raised his family in the Delano area. As a farm worker, he worked in Alaska and organized the cannery workers. This is where he got his nickname, 7 Fingers. Only because he lost 3 of them while working in the Alaskan canneries. He also worked in Montana and in South Dakota. You know, he also served in the Army, and after the war, he settled in Stockton. In 1965, Ilion was leading the AFL-CIO Union Agricultural Workers Organizing Committee. Majority of his members were Filipinos. In 1965, they voted to strike against Coachella Valley grape growers. They won for higher wages. This was when, under Cesar Chavez, the Mexicans did not break a strike off the Filipinos. And on September 16, 1965, Chavez National Farm Workers Association joined forces with the Agricultural Workers Organizing Committee to form the United Farm Workers. You know, Brother Edliong was a little bit skeptical about this because he felt, because of the numbers of the Mexicans, that they would become the dominant members of this organization over the Filipinos, and that improving work conditions would come at the expense of Filipino farm workers. He was skeptical, but he kept it to himself. He worked under Cesar Chavez, but in 1971, he resigned because of disagreements about the governance of the union. And more important, he felt that the union was not addressing the issues and support for aging Filipinos. He retired, and together with Philip Veracruz, they worked towards building a retirement facility for farm workers, known as Akbayani Village, and it is still thriving today. Retirement to him did not mean not being active or disengaged. He helped farm workers improve their well-being and in every way that he could. He died in 1977 at the age of 63 with Lou Gehrig's disease. You know, Brother Idliam continues to be honored today. Schools are named after him. Both governors Brown and Newsom of California have established Larry Idliam Day in the state of California. There is really much, much more to know about this wonderful Filipino-American, these wonderful Filipino farm workers. You know, there's a documentary, The Delano Manongs, Forgotten Heroes of the Farm Workers. It is a must view for all of us. There is a children's book highlighting his life and the role he played in the agricultural labor movement. A musical is underway. It's being developed as I speak, based on his life. And the original compositions are by Brian Pangilinan. I stand before you proud, as I know this wonderful lady who's in the audience, Grace Vergara Mactal, is proud. Because we stand on the shoulders of this wonderful man who stood for equity, who stood for justice, who stood for what was right to make workers protected. You know, if we don't write our stories, if we don't tell our stories, nobody will. Thank you.
What happens when our history finally makes it on the page? There's something missing that our schools just don't say. Man, he left the Philippines for the American dream and came here to study law, at least that was his goal. But then reality hit, couldn't afford the toll. So he became a farm worker, working in Alaska, Washington, and in California. He lost 3 fingers from working so hard, he was called 7 fingers from that point on. Ha.
Our very own Cesar Chavez, how about that? I didn't know. But give it up for Auntie Gloria Gawili and voting for Larry Idliam. All right, when you have a production like this, there's always a producer. A producer for this show is FASFOS. And tonight, I'd like to call the president and the executive director for FASFOS to say a few words. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Felipe Tanlapen. Thank you.
Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Felipe Tanlapen. I'm the president of Fil-Am Scholarship Foundation and Outreach Services, or simply known as FASFOS. FASFOS has been serving the Las Vegas community for almost 10 years. This coming October is the 10th year anniversary of FASFOS. And FASFOS has been serving the other communities before calling Las Vegas home. FASFOS was founded in 2001 in Duluth, Minnesota, and received its 501c3 nonprofit status in 2002. That's marking 20 years of history for FASFOS helping communities here in the US and in the Philippines. The FASFOS Scholarship Program will be the beneficiary of tonight's event and also all the upcoming annual Las Vegas Filipino Short Film Festival. The program will provide scholarship grants to graduating high school students of the Clark County School District. Those are the students that are going to be attending undergraduate school and technical school. Without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you FASFOS. Maraming salamat po.
Minerva Mendez Pikachu Hankala. I am the founder of FASFOS. I founded this with a vision, better people, better tomorrow. As a young teacher, I had always been a lover of people. I love children. And what I want to do in my life as a mission is help build better people.
experience. It's helped me greatly. As I started college, I ran into the issue with taking out thousands of dollars in student loans just to afford my room, board, and tuition expenses, not including books. But thankfully, FASFOS provided enough funds for me to afford my first year of college textbooks. I believe FASFOS serve to empower individuals to do great things in the community, in life, and to go wherever you need to go. Because of FASFOS, I work harder towards my future. I work towards that goal that benefit others and not just myself.
Thank you so much. All right, so you're probably wondering, what is the Las Vegas Filipino Short Film Festival? Well, who else better to tell you than its executive producer? Let me welcome back Margie Gonzalez to tell you all about it. Margie?
Woo, thank you. Okay, people wondering, why did I choose first FASFOS and why the Las Vegas Filipino Short Film Festival? I've been thinking of a project to give someone or to be my legacy for Nevada, and I thought of the Short Film Festival. I met one of the filmmakers who will be exhibiting his films. He actually emailed me one of his films and asked, will that be enough, or will that be okay to be shown for your for the Filipino community? Then I told him, you know, it's not Filipino enough. So he felt challenged by that. So he did another film, and then he told me, how about this one? And then he produced actually his first Tagalog film, first ever that he produced. And you know what? That film actually won as the best film in the 9th Film Festival. Okay. So with that, I thought of doing a short film festival that would be here in Las Vegas, just like the Cannes Film Festival, you know, and some other festivals in some other countries or some other cities. So we would like Filipino filmmakers all over the world, not just here in Nevada, to be part of this festival. We want them to come here. We want them to submit their entries, and for them to come here, bring their films, and we will exhibit those films. So we would like this Las Vegas to be the center of short films. And produced by Filipinos all over the world. Now, I will not be here forever to take care of the project, so I donated my idea, my concept to FASFOS. So why FASFOS? I've been supporting FASFOS. They've been calling me every now and then if they need to interview outstanding Filipino high school students. You know, students graduating from high school, and if they need help to interview, I always join them. And so I would like, of course, FASFOS to make this their baby and make this an annual festival starting next year, every October. Next year, October is the anniversary of FASFOS, so expect the first annual festival to start next year, October next year. Maybe with the help of the people here, like Erica Mosca, who is the leader in the Filipino community, and also, of course, Commissioner Segerblom, with your help. And of course, our very special guest tonight, Jackie Robinson, the boss of one of the judges of trophy design competition. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that with Mr. Robinson would agree, maybe his property could be the home of the festival. Thank you. All met. So, let me now call, hold on, my script is not here, sorry. Okay, now, in line with the festival, in any films, competition, just like in Hollywood, they have the Oscars. In theater, they have the Tony Awards. So all of them has a statue or a trophy that they give. So we are launching tonight also, not just the film festival, we are also launching a trophy design competition. So this is open to anyone here in Nevada to submit an entry of the design that we will unveil in October. And to talk about the trophy design competition we have 3 judges. We have Olive Enriquez, John Delibos, Jose Luis Marco, they're all here. Let me call them on stage. Olive, the head of the panel of judges, John Delibos, and Jose Luis Marco. Okay, so Olive will tell you the criteria for judging.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Olive, and I'm so glad to be here. With me are the 2 gentlemen who, of course, they asked the lady to do the work. Okay, we're talking about the criteria for the design of the trophy. So this will be the main task for tonight. Start with adherence to the theme. It should have unity, nobility in the arts, or called UNA or UNA being the first. It should have a metaphorical value. Does the design symbolize the ideals of unity, nobility, and artistry? Will the chosen design encapsulate core Filipino values and culture? Does the design have the potential to become iconic and withstand trends? Will the design become a classic symbol of achievement for Filipinos and other diverse communities? Number 2, innovation. Does the design stand out? Introduce a novel concept that ascribes to original and creative thinking, whether in the use of shape, material, construction, finish, or a harmony of all 4. Number 3, aesthetics. Artistic value of the form, shape, color, texture, finishing, engineering, material used, etc. The use of composition and visual balance as in a sculpture. Number 4, production considerations. The design must consider production methods aligned with efficient and smart technologies, either or craft production. It should be easy to produce, must not be too labor intensive to execute, and should meet a cost cap. So there's a certain budget cap for this. Number 5, this is important, ergonomic and functional considerations. And they must be friendly to the human scale and should not be so heavy, must not even be heavy at all, should be carried with one hand. And if possible, has another function other than dust collector. Okay, so we have this all drawn up for today, and as we go to the contest proper, we will come up with a few more details. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Olive, John, and Lou. Thank you so much. To excite, those who want to submit entries. with the help of our major sponsors, the winning entry will win $1,000 for this design. So we will be announcing this in all the schools, in all social media, so it's open for everyone to submit an entry. And as I said, the winner will have $1,000 as cash prize.
We got a producer, got a show, we have the concept, we need sponsors. So tonight we want to thank a few sponsors before we get started. Of course, number one, we got SEIU Nevada, local 1107. Let's give them a round. Grace from downstairs, where's Grace? Please stand up, Grace. Thank you. Where's Grace? My friend, Commissioner Segerblom, please stand up. We've got Nevada Health Link. Nevada Health Link. Mark Matsuo. He's probably outside talking. We've got Erica Mascow, Executive Director for Leaders and Training. And lastly, we've got Richard Harris Law. Let's give them a hand. Actually, not only a hand. Let's watch them on video real quick. All right, let's go commercial.
I'm a professional singer. That's how I. The other car hit me. I ended up picking Richard Harris. Richard Harris is already an institution in Nevada.
And we have a big group of educators. We have Filipino teachers of Clark County who are here. They're volunteering as ushers, usherettes. They will be performing. I tell you, they're wonderful. They're really so wonderful. Let me name them. Aleli Marasigan, Jen, and San Lopez for the cover. In charge of booth exhibit outside would be Kate Torres Recto and also Manette for organization. And administrative, my sister Cindy de los Santos. Okay.
All right, what about that? That's a lot of volunteers. Okay, so let's get the festivity started. For the start, we're going to have a musical number followed by the movies that we came here to watch and honor. For our musical number, please welcome our pianist extraordinaire. He is one of the top recording artists in the Philippines. Let's give it up for Mr. Relly Coloma. Relly? Relly, would you like to say a few words before you play?
Thank you. Thank you. Well, first of all, I want to thank Margie and her company for inviting me. Since tonight's topic are about movies, I'm going to entertain you by doing 3 movie themes. The first movie theme would be
Champion. He's an international champion. Relly is a personal friend of mine, him and his wife. My first home was in North Las Vegas. That's where he lives. Oh. Yes. We belong to the same parish. Yes. So now let the films begin.
Oi, kumusta na? I'm Jason Rosen, the best Rosen. I directed What If and Mama's Boy, the films that you're about to watch. Enjoy. Salamat.
Hello. Oh, hey, Mom.
The city meets the desert. Documentary that investigates why the deserts surrounding the city of Las Vegas are being devastated by the illegal dumping of trash. I hope and mental challenge of climbing to the summit. When you finally get to the top, you feel a great sense of accomplishment and get to see that amazing view.
That last one actually won Best Documentary.
Give it up.
And there's one before that, the Palaisipan, the first Tagalog film that he did, also won Best Film. And if I miss some, we might as well call on the filmmakers. Let's get them on stage. We got Sean Rosen. Where's the female? Oh, okay. Don Pelayo Smith, the last film. And Jason Rosen. And Derek Rosen. If you notice, they're twins. 3 brothers, all filmmakers. Wow.
Let's give it up. Give a big round of applause.
Especially to Sean, he helped me put this together. He helped me choose the films and invite the other filmmakers. Okay, let's call on.
Now, we have a few people that want to give them some certificates. Let's call on Felipe Dunlapin first. Felipe, please come up. Erica Moscow, please come up.
The Moscow Leadership
And we've
Training.
got Jerry Schroeder as well. From Susie Lee's office, please come on, Jerry. And myself, sorry.
Okay. You got lace for the filmmakers. From Erica Moscow. We also sent some gift bags from Passport.
Felipe, just stay in line too, so. And it's an award for all of the filmmakers and FAFSAs. And it's really on this day, 3rd of June, Lieutenant Governor Lisa Cano Burkett and the state of Nevada wish to recognize the filmmakers and FAFSAs in recognition of your outstanding service to the state of Nevada. Let's give them a big hand.
So, Derek, I was just checking to see, are you wearing a white t-shirt? That was good. That was at Acacia Park over in the city of Henderson. Yeah, I recognize that. So, on behalf of Congresswoman Susie Lee, it's my pleasure to be here, and you all are rock stars. I can tell you, these are great short films. You guys did a great job. So on behalf of Congresswoman Susie Lee, I have a certificate of special congressional recognition presented to Fil-Am Scholarship Foundation and Outreach Services. That's what FASFOS means. In recognition of the launch of the Las Vegas Filipino Short Film Festival. Thank you for showcasing the talents of Filipino-Nevadans and the art, culture, and history of the Philippines. And it's signed Susie Lee, Member of Congress, 3rd Congressional District. Very proud of you guys. And I can't wait to see where you go from here. One day, I'm going to be standing right here. These guys are going to get an Oscar someday. And I'm going to be able to say, I knew them way back then. So, congratulations, and there you go. And I'll pass this back over to Sunny. Thanks.
Back to Erica Mosca.
Erica, she's going to be presenting for Congresswoman Titus.
And on behalf of Congresswoman Dina Titus in Congressional District 1, she also is very proud of you all and all that you have done. So in recognition of unselfishly sharing your skillful talent in the field of filmmaking to be able to help the Fil-Am Scholarship Foundation and Outreach Services. Congratulations.
We have one finale number, and the film festival is launched, the trophy design competition is launched, and we will see you in October when we unveil the winning design, and next year when we start the annual festival. Looks like there's one more.
Felipe will be presenting.
Okay.
This is a certificate of appreciation from FASFOS and from the Las Vegas Filipino Short Film Festival for all your contributions and for letting us share your films. And congratulations everybody, and thank you for all your support.
And for the purpose of pictures, we have Erica Mosca, Jerry Schroeder. Please join them. I know there are photographers there. Sunny, you might want to join too. And Felipe. Okay. Felipe joins picture.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Thank you so much. May I mention once again our special guest, Mr. Jackie Robinson. Okay, everybody who loves the NBA. Mr. Jackie Robinson, can you help me stand up, please? Mr. Jackie Robinson. Okay, thank you so
In the very front, right?
Bayan kong Pilipinas, lupain ng ginto't bulaklak, pag-ibig na sa kanyang palad, nagaling na ganda't dilag, at sa kanyang yumi at ganda, dayuhan ay nahalina. Bayan ko, pinihag ka, nasadlag sa dusa.
Ay Pilipino, ang dugo'y mahal,
Sa Pilipinas na aking bayan, lantay ng perlas ng silanganan, waring at ipon ng kayamanan ng may kapal. Ako'y Pilipino, ako'y Pilipino, taas noo kahit kanino, ang Pilipino ay ako. Ibon man ay layang lumipad, kulungin mo at umiiyak, bayan pa kayang sa tandilan, hindi magnasang makaalpas. Pilipinas kong minumutya, bukan ng luha at talita, aking adhika, makita kang bayan pa kayang saktan nila, ang di magnasang makaalpas. Pilipinas ko minumutya, ugat ng luha at talita, aking adhika, makita kang saktan laya, aking adhika, makita kang saktan laya.
All the teachers, the Filipino teachers of Clark County School District. Let me now call, curtain call, we now have the stage crew, Izan Corrier and Krista. Where are you? Okay. And then production assistants, Janine De La Cruz, Claudine Federizo. Where are you? Please. Our technical director over there, Jeff Lawrence. Our stage director, Rachel Gomez. Rachel. Of course, the producer, Paswas, and my co-MC.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much for coming tonight. And of course, my co-MC and executive producer, Margie Gonzalez. Thank you, everyone. See you in October. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much. Thank you everyone. Thank you to all the sponsors. Thank you for the food that we have tonight. Thank you. You've been wonderful. Thank you to all. Thank you.
fashion images. That was one. I don't. It was hard to pick. Which ones? I think I liked.
He was a good director.
I liked. Takes forever. Congrats to you too.
Oh, thank you. I never knew you were
Take picture. We're good. Good job, guys.
No, you gotta win another showcase. I can't say.
Sure.